Patrick Page has described the Walter Kerr Theatre as very intimate, almost like a wall of humanity stacked on top of each other. Do you get the feeling that theaters have a personality of their own just from the way they're laid out, the interior, the look and feel, any other traits as well? Not just theaters, even arenas, stadiums. Do you think they have a personality or a spirit, and can that influence the show that you're putting on that day?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, architecturally, that's a word, all spaces are different, right? So the Walter Kerr is one of the smaller Broadway theaters, and it's very tall. So we have three levels. So we have like an orchestra, a mezzanine, a balcony. And the balcony, I mean, you have to look straight up to see the balcony. So it really is this, I think, a wall of humanity. I haven't heard that either. That's really beautiful. I've played theaters in the round, right? Where there is audience all around you. That is very, very, very different from playing a proscenium. It's also, the Walter Kerr is a very old theater. It was built almost 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. You play some of the, on tour, you'll go through some of these new theaters that were built 5 years ago that have a very different energy. They don't have that like life, that like experience, the history that some of these older Broadway theaters have, which are, again, it's this presence you almost can't describe. You just like, you're in the presence of art, of like great art, of like history that you don't get when you play those spaces, those newer spaces. I think that is the benefit too of touring, doing like a national tour, is you're in a different theater every couple weeks. So you're doing the same show, but you're in a completely different space with completely different people, and the show changes. I think the way that you're as an actor, you're not going to do the show in the same way to a space that where the audience is only 3 rows deep versus an audience of 4,000 people, right? You're going to do it differently. And while the show might be the same and the audience size might be relatively the same, their proximity is going to affect you. Because sometimes in these Broadway theaters, the front row is right on the stage. Other times it might be 20, 30 feet back. And I think as an actor, you approach that differently, right?